right, y'all. Like I told you, we're back again with the podcast. So try not to miss any more weeks. I'm gonna try to be as consistent as I possibly can. So today we actually have a really cool customizer. He's actually not from America, he's from Canada. We have Sebastian from LLETBI Customs. So Sebastian, like I said, as always, we'll just kind of intro and start about you and talk about how you got into customizing sneakers.
So I'm gonna give you a little testimony up first, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I always loved sneakers. Personally, like our first one, I always had a crispy white pair, you know. So and the thing is that I was watching the US market like crazy.
Right.
At the beginning I was watching Drip Creation, which they were like going crazy at that time.
Yeah,
like
they're big.
bro, they had like 600 in 2 weeks, they were like 700K. I was like, yo.
Yeah, they're in the millions now. I think
they got like 1.2 or some shit.
Yeah, they're big. You could.
Cut it out. But yeah, they were growing like crazy, and like I was checking the prices, and I was like going with the market, like how much our first cost and how much they charge, and I was like, yo, there's way too much money to be made in there. Right. So I really started because nobody was really doing it in Canada. Nobody's like big like that in Canada. So and like even in my city, nobody's really doing that. So I just decided, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be the first one to do that, and yeah, that's what pushed me, bro. Like the US market pushed me.
Okay, that makes sense. So when was that? Like, how many years have you been into this?
I'd say not even 2 years, bro.
Dang.
Like, I'd say I started like it was slow. You know, like when you start, it's slow. There's no crazy traffic on your page and everything. Yeah. So I started, let's say, a year ago, like a year and a half ago. Yeah, so I started like about a year and a half ago, but it really took off like in February of this year.
Okay. And so I noticed that, like, at least on your page and like on your website as well, you're doing a lot of like customizing designer brands, like with Chanel, which you have some really dope Chanel slides. Like those are dope. I just saw that. I don't think I've ever seen those before. Like those are hard. Or you got like Gucci and Fendi and stuff like that. So what made you want to go into designer brands, or like your Off-White mask as an example too? Like what made you want to do like your designer brands instead of like your one-of-one type of customs?
I'm a Hypebeast, bro. I'm a Hypebeast. So I have to follow the trends. And if you see the caption in my bio, it's custom sneakers and accessories, following the trends and everything. Right. So the reason why I didn't go with the one-on-ones is that I'd rather have more customers, because you got to see it that way. Customers are like their biggest influencers. Right. You know? So like people don't see it like that, but bro, if you got someone rocking your pair, posting it on, I don't know, they got 300 or 400 followers, but those 300 or 400 followers, they like their real friends, so they're gonna be like, yo.
And they're gonna share that.
Exactly. So I'd rather have way more customers. So that's why I went and did like pre-made models that you can just go on the website and like, shit, that's cool. Damn, I'm buying right now. I don't have to DM him and then come up with ideas. And,
yeah. You know? That makes a lot of sense, because I've like more so done one-offs, and but I get what you're saying, because like with one-offs, you have to sit there and like kind of talk to people about what they want, and like there may be a mock-up, and what if they don't like it. With designer brands, everybody knows what they're getting, and everybody loves Gucci and Louis Vuitton and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's things that you fall in love with. So that actually, because nobody's broke that down, but that does make a lot of sense. And so what's a customizer that like you look up to that's like kind of taught you how to do that? I don't know if you like, it looks like you sew on a lot of like these Gucci material and stuff like that. So like, how did you, like, personally, I haven't found people to like show you how to do that. So is there a customizer that you go to that's helped you, or did you?
Well, that's the thing. Nobody taught me nothing. I had to go and like, bro, how do you sew shoe? How do you sew leather? And then I went online, check out like what machines were working, and like I slid in many DMs like, bro, can you help me out? But no handouts. You know, they don't want to give the sauce. So it's like I had to learn everything on my own. And bro, I don't got no shout outs to give, because I really did by myself. I was watching like weird ass guy on Facebook teaching me like how to sew leather and all that. So it's like there's no really, you can go on YouTube and like how to sew leather on a shoe.
Yeah,
nobody's gonna stop
there, bro. There's nothing
exactly
there. That's why I was so like confused. I'm like, man, because I wanted to do like the designer and stuff like that at one point, and I was looking, man. There's literally nothing. I don't know.
There might be a video too, but it's like super weird.
It's not in.
They don't really taught us like. Bro, I had to learn by myself. So
was it a really long learning curve? Like, did that take a long time?
Bro, I bought a first machine, but I didn't know how to set it up. So I was like, bro, it's not working. So I threw it out. So And after that, someone sent me a link to like it's like a company where they pre-build them. So when you get them, it's like it's ready to go.
Okay.
So you have to pay a little more for the service fee, whatever. But yeah, it's like no. To be honest, when you get the machine is real simple. It's just you have to learn how to sew. That's it.
It looks difficult, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like
Yeah,
it looks
because the
super
machine
hard.
has like, bro, the machine has like bunch of like
Yeah.
bolts and like things, but it's not really like that. You don't really use everything.
You don't okay, because I bought so I don't know if you've heard of Brahma Customs.
Yeah,
Okay, so they do like a lot of designer footwear and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I literally was watching a video and I paused it and like I saw their sewing machine. And it's like a Singer sewing machine. So
Uh-huh.
I got one, but it's so complicated. Like I have no
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how to use it. And so I was going on YouTube, but like there's nothing on YouTube. So I'm always like so fascinated on like how people
But basically,
figure
bro,
this.
I'm gonna give you a tip. I'm gonna give you a tip.
Mhm.
You just have to learn, like, if you got a regular sewing machine for clothes,
Yeah,
just try to sew clothes and like change
learn
the
from there.
bobbins and like the
Okay.
threads and fill the machine up, and then it's basically the same thing. The only difference is the gap when
Hmm.
you have from like the flat thing and then
Yeah.
the foot, so you can
Gotcha.
fit your shoes in. That's the
Hmm.
only difference.
Okay.
That's the only thing. But yeah, you have to produce a lot. Like it might have took me like a month or two to really got it like going on, and yeah.
Right. Does it take a long time to like sew those shoes, like the turnaround
At the
on them?
beginning, what? Oh, at the
Okay.
beginning, yeah, it was like, bro, it took me like maybe 3 hours just for a
Hmm.
pair. Now I can like 20 minutes max,
Right.
max.
Okay. Um,
Yeah,
and so one thing I noticed that like yours was kind of a little bit different. I've seen it before, but it was like I've always just kind of like looked up on YouTube and everything because like when I got into this, YouTube was my best friend, and
yeah,
it still is for literally like everything. Um, but like this was one thing I couldn't find that I've seen like Drip Creations and other people do. Like that glitter custom,
yeah.
is that leather or are you like literally getting glitter or like is that like how does it?
There's a couple ways to make it, bro. There's
Okay.
like the Angelus paint. I don't know if you
Hmm.
heard of it. They
Right.
had like a glittery paint, or like there's another brand. It's like a little
Hold
powder
on.
that you mix in your, yeah, paint.
Hmm.
There's another brand which is like a powder that you mix in your paint.
Yeah.
But what me and Drip Creation, I'm pretty sure we got the same supplier. But
Uh-huh.
it's like a sheet, and it's literally like chunk of glitters
Okay.
on like a canvas sheet, and then you cut it out and you sew on it.
Okay. Yeah, because I used to always want. I would sit there and look because I've done like I did a glitter custom literally like 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, I have no idea how like y'all get that glitter and then like
It's a
make it.
sheet. You can go on
Yeah.
Etsy. You know
Okay.
Etsy?
Yeah, I
You
know.
go on
I sell on Etsy, so
you
like
go on
that's
Etsy, you type glitter sheet, and then pretty much you're gonna get the same supplier as well.
okay. So it's that simple. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
it's that simple. It's no like
Mhm.
most of the time people watching my custom are like, how do you do that? Like, but
Yeah.
it's simple. So it's not
Mhm.
that hard. You just have
And
to really like search on it.
how do you go about like so your product photography is really really good like for you doing like even mask some of the shoes that you've done or like having people in your shoes how do you go about product photography? Do you literally just use your
Bro.
iPhone or like yep okay
This thing and a ring light, bro.
uh-huh
That's it.
okay
The ring light, it's like it's dumb, but it's pretty expensive. It's like $200 for a light.
mm-hmm.
But I use the ring light, but most of the times I don't really use it. I use the sun and then reflection with my floor. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
mop the floor, and then it creates like a little reflection of the light.
Right.
So it's blast. But for the people, it's like it's my customers. They show appreciation, so they just
Mm-hmm.
like they snap a picture, they post it on the gram, they tag me, I repost. But yeah, I only use my phone. I've never used the DSLR.
Right.
None of that. I
Okay.
just found a cool spot, bro. The thing is that I learned something. You might think that the picture is cool to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if you see it on the ground, are you gonna like it? So
Right.
I always ask myself this question whenever I shoot pictures. It's like, okay, it's cool, but nobody's gonna like that. So I just switch
Right.
it up, and I try to see all my products as a consumer, not like a
Mm-hmm.
creator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's so I like I have a photographer on my team, but before then, like taking pictures of shoes is a lot harder than
yeah,
like I started off on Etsy and like it's kind of the same thing. Like I would take these pictures and I'd be like, okay, that's a cool picture, but like
yeah.
when you're buying especially like something like that's a custom shoe and it's like $200-300 or whatever it may be,
Hmm.
like it better be some really really good freaking
Yeah,
photos.
and there's a
And
waiting
like
time. That's the thing.
yeah,
You don't get it like right away. You gotta wait like 2 weeks.
yeah, that's another thing that like I
Yeah.
personally struggle with is like people want it right now, like they want it.
Uh
Like
huh.
I think a lot of times people don't realize that like like with you sewing and like me doing one-offs, people don't realize that like, yo, this
Yeah.
takes time. Like I have to sit, first off, I have to order your shoes unless,
Yeah,
I don't know if you have a
exactly.
warehouse, but
Bro, that's
second,
the waiting time. That's the
yeah,
only waiting time. It's the
yeah.
shipping time from Nike and everything.
It really is. And now that COVID's going
Yeah.
on, like I don't know if you've
Yeah.
had this issue, but Nike's taking like
Yeah.
2-3 weeks to like get like one Air Force One. Like everything's taking
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, everything's one of one. Like everything's like handmade and custom made, so everything takes a lot longer. But like
Exactly.
having good product photography is something that like I've always like. It's a very big, huge thing to focus on. So I was wondering like just how you did that.
But
Um,
I like I checked your page earlier, but I like how like okay, the thing is that I like how DSLR like the
mhm,
picture comes out like because like the background is blurry.
right.
So I like that because it's like it pops the shoes in front of you, so
Hmm.
you don't have to focus on anything else. But I don't know. Personally, I won't invest in the DSLR.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna snap my picture
I
and
mean, you
that's
don't
it.
need to. Like
Yeah,
you're doing
exactly.
just fine with your phone. You don't need because I've gotten this question a lot. Like you can like this is the key. Like honestly,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do so many things with your phones, and it's a very high quality camera. You can do all types of different videos or
yeah.
whatever you need to do on your phone. So
If you know how to use your phone, bro, you can like I don't need an iPad, I don't need a computer. I can run the whole business with my phone.
mhm,
I don't need nothing else.
right, that's all you
Nothing else.
need. That's the most
So yeah.
important thing. And so another question I like have for you that I haven't asked anybody else on the podcast. So what do you think the pros and cons of customizing sneakers for a living is?
It depends. It depends if you do it full time or not.
Okay. Do you do it full time?
So yeah, I do full time.
Okay.
I've been doing full time since February.
Okay. Wow.
Like like my job kicked me off. I was like, I bet I have to find something
Right.
else.
So you got to
So
boss up.
I just went full time and it blew up.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I'd say the pros are like you work whenever you want, you
Mhm.
do whatever you want. You're your own boss, so nobody's telling you a single thing of how to do work, none of
Right.
that. So it's up to you. Um, the cons, I'd say there's so many deadlines.
Yeah.
There's so many deadlines. Like let's say,
Yeah.
like personally, I probably get like 20 to 30 orders a week,
Right.
right? So let's say I got like the first batch of orders this week, and then this batch gotta come in, and then I gotta order another one. But then
Yeah.
like see, it's really hard to keep not an inventory, but just to keep everything going like in a good
Right.
flow. And
Mhm.
there's so many deadlines, and then you have to deal with with customers or like where my order is at, whatever,
Yeah.
people. So it's there's a bunch of deadlines. I don't know if you're facing that situation right now, but it's
Mhm.
like
Yeah. No, it's like
yeah,
I always tell people, at least for me, because I'm like I just graduated college, so I'm in grad school now, and so I
yeah,
do this like on the side as well. Um, and like I always tell people 4 to 6 weeks, but like, dude, it piles on. Like,
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
it's almost like I remember when I first started. So like I would do a shoe, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm done with doing shoes for a little minute, no orders. But
yeah,
now it's like you're never done. Like
yeah,
another
exactly,
shoe, keep going. Like,
exactly,
and it's just, and then like sometimes things happen because you are doing everything like handmade. So
yeah,
I don't know, like I don't. It may be different for you, but sometimes like my airbrush will break, or sometimes
yeah,
I'll run out of paint, or and like so certain
yeah,
things push me back. Like literally today, like I was literally working on a pair of like bandana Air Force Ones. I don't know if you've done those before.
yeah,
But yeah, and like the glue wasn't opening, and I realized I was out of like old glue. So it's just a lot of
yeah,
annoying
yeah, yeah,
stuff that but at the same time, like it's also extremely self-fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah.
you're out here like you said, you get 20 to 30 orders a day or a week. I can't remember what you said.
A
Either
week,
way,
a week, not a day.
that's
I
that's a
wish
ton
a
of
day.
that's a ton
Yeah,
of orders though. Like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and so you work to get to that point, and
Yeah,
that's big.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I might have started like you, getting like maybe, bro, I started getting like 3 orders a month. And
Yeah.
from like overnight, I went to 3 orders a month. From like, I had a peak where it was
Mhm.
like 15 orders a day.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is that I was living downtown. I had a condo downtown, everything, big living.
Right.
Because the thing is that, bro, if you know, there's so much money to be made with custom
Yeah.
sneakers.
There really
So the
is.
thing is that, bro, I'm super young. I'm 19, right?
Hmm.
And the thing is that I'll give you a little testimony. I was homeless in January, right?
Right.
So the thing is that that's all I had. Like I had
Hmm.
a pair of brand new Air Force. I had to make something up.
Right.
So it blew up. So me not knowing how to handle money, let's put it like that. Bro, I picked a big ass condo downtown, whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, in my head, I was thinking, yo, I'm big living, 15 orders a day, back and forth
Hmm.
with locker, going back to the
Yeah.
crib. But bro, at the end of the day, you're so exhausted. Like it's cool. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It's cool. It's a blessed position to be able to not live like that, but to really do what you really like and you get paid for it, you know?
Right.
But it's like, bro, it's a lot of things, you know?
It's exhausting. Like I be
Yeah,
telling
it's
people,
exhausting.
yeah. And
Yo,
like I
I'm
was
working, bro.
telling,
I'm working on, not even cap. I'm waking up at 8 a.m. every day. I'm going to sleep at 2 a.m.
yeah,
Like that. It's been 6 months.
for
And
sure.
all I do is custom sneakers, bro. That's it.
Mhm. And what's crazy is that like a lot of times I'm not, it's not even me just like it takes time to order the shoes. Like you
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's not
Yo.
even just me customizing the shoes. Like I'm ordering the shoes and then I'm responding to people like that. Like and then I
And
gotta
there's
like
so many,
doing shoes is the fun part. Like I have to do all
yeah.
this other stuff that I don't feel like doing. And like it's just
Bro, there's so many like logistics that people don't know about.
yeah.
Bro, you got a Shopify website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to deal like, let's say you get an order, then I don't know, bro. The credit card billing is not matching, so then you have to send emails and
Yeah.
you have to respond. And then the other thing that people don't get is that when you have to create something, you have to put your thoughts into it. Like
Yeah.
you have to come up with something, make like you have to try things, and it's
Mhm.
not just making a custom. It's way much stuff behind it. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you pay your taxes. I hope you
Mhm.
do. But just like
Yeah, I do.
beginning with like taxes and everything,
Right.
bro. Nobody taught me how to do taxes and everything. So
Ex-
I had to learn by myself. And just
exactly.
like there's so many back things to do that people
Yeah.
don't know.
And there's so
Yeah,
many, there's tons of things that can go wrong too. Like, so like when I started, I didn't have any like inclination of business or anything. I just like, honestly,
yeah,
like I started in 2017 and I was doing it in my garage and on my parents' kitchen table just cause like I wanted to do it. Like it
yeah,
was,
exactly.
I just like being different. I never like wearing shoes or clothes that everybody else had. Like, and I knew if I made my own shoe, like this is my shoe, you know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
And so that was like, that's kind of how I thought behind it. But like, and as I started doing more and like posting on Instagram stuff, then that's when I had people like hit me up to do their shoes. And then I took it
Yeah,
serious. But I had no idea like managing like orders,
yeah, yeah,
customer
yeah, yeah,
service, like everything, things of that nature were not stuff that I consider.
yeah,
And me customizing shoes is like that's the easy part. Not I don't even want to say easy, but that's the fun part. That's what I started
yeah.
into. But even a lot of times, bro, I'm like, man, like I don't feel like
Oh,
customizing
me
shoes.
neither, but that's
Yeah,
how I got a team. Like
yeah,
I'm blessed right now. I got a team. Like I don't
for
do my
sure.
emails anymore, so I can just focus on working on new
For
things.
sure. For
So,
sure.
but I remember the beginning, bro. It's like, bro, you have to do emails. You have to
Yeah.
do your taxes. You have
You
to
had to
do
do everything.
inventory. You have to order everything, like all your materials, all your
Mm.
paints. Like, bro, it's exhausting. It's
Yeah, it
exhausting.
really is. Yeah, and a team does help. I have
Yeah.
like customizers that help me too. But yeah, no, like it is I don't know, it's taxing, bro. But it's staying when I started, I had no idea that this is what it is.
Yeah,
Like
me neither, bro.
I was just thinking I was just gonna be making shoes and like that's it. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, I thought it
Um,
was a side hustle. That's the thing. I really thought it was
really,
like, oh, cool. That's a little 500 a month in my pocket, you know.
for sure. And
But
that's not yeah, it's not even like that at all. Like
when,
it's really
bro, when you come from like doing that in your room, and then now you have to incorporate
mhm,
everything. Like now you're a corporation, now you're a
right.
business, you know. So it's really different. It's a
Mhm,
shift because most of the time it happens overnight.
yeah.
And that's facts. You can ask anyone who's doing like really custom. Let's say I don't know if you know Gav Customs.
I think so. I think I've heard of that.
He went overnight on Twitter. You know,
Really?
Sanders that you just did
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
podcast with him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I've been talking with him for like maybe 8 months. Bro,
Mhm,
that guy blew up overnight on the custom movement.
yeah. He told me
He
about
like,
that.
yeah, it was crazy. He was telling me, bro, I don't know how to get sales. I told him, bro, go on the custom movement, and I'm
Mhm.
telling you, it's gonna blow up. Bro, overnight
I
blow
had
up.
no
Like,
idea what the custom move. Like I've heard of the custom movement. I just did the podcast episode with Sandez,
yeah,
like last week, and he was telling me about like most of his orders are from the custom movement,
it's
and
a
like
platform.
yeah, I didn't even know that. Like it's similar. I think he said it's similar to Etsy, but like specifically for
Yeah,
custom shoes. I think I'm like I honestly think I'm gonna get into it because it seems like a
hop on
good
it.
platform for cut. Because I never knew like I first time I knew what it was. I've heard of it, but I never knew what it
Yeah.
was until I met with him. So I didn't know it
Yeah,
was
it's a,
a
it's
big
a,
deal.
it's a really cool platform. I get a lot of sales from them, and
Hmm.
it works. It really works. Like the algorithm is, it's not really that hard. It's just the first, like if you get an order that's on a Friday and you ship it on a Monday, the
Hmm.
algorithm gonna put you on like on the first page
Okay,
because
because you
like
go
you're active.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's really a cool platform. If you type like custom sneakers, that's the first website to pop up. So
Uh-huh.
they get a lot of traction. Like it's
Okay.
crazy.
Sweet. Okay. Is it
Yeah.
competitive? Like, is it hard to get? orders though? Because like
No,
a lot of people are
you
on
you
there.
don't do
So
a thing. You don't do a single thing. You just
okay,
upload your things, and then the algorithm gonna put you in the first page, in the first couple pages, and then you're gonna get traction.
okay, cool,
That's for
awesome,
sure.
awesome. And so my next question was, did you have a custom that like did? So I know you were talking about drip creations. Was there a custom that you saw that you were like, okay, I got to get into custom sneakers? Like, was there like something that inspired? Because like my first, I saw a pair of rainbow Hirachis, and
Yeah,
okay, they're whack
back
now,
then.
but at the time, like I was like, okay, these are live. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like I'm
yeah,
gonna do this.
yeah.
Like, so was there one for you?
I didn't really had a pair that was like, I need to do it, but I don't know if you know who's Vendy the Pink.
Yes.
So back then, like let's say in 2018, maybe he was
Mhm.
dropping like he dropped the first Louis Vuitton Kazi set,
Yeah.
white and black, and then he dropped some Chanel Air Force Ones, and it had like a elastic band strap on it. I was
Mhm.
like, yo, that's
Yeah.
something different. And
Yeah.
from then I started doing my little things on the side. But yeah, I really looks up to Vendy though. That's for
Mhm.
sure. He
Okay.
This guy is something else though.
Got you.
Yeah.
And so on your profile or like even what you're wearing, I noticed that you do, so you've done mask, phone cases, like lighter cases is
Yeah.
something cool. So do you want in the future, do you want to just do shoes or like what is your overall goal? Just to have like a whole everything, like where you offer all products or like shirts or anything, or is it just you're just gonna stick with where you're at?
Clothing collection coming next week.
Okay.
But no, on some real level, I really want to focus on shoes because that's how I started, and this is what like my sales are not like I get sales from accessories and everything, but I get sales
Right.
for the shoes. So I really want to focus on that. But I was thinking about maybe opening like a branch or just
Mhm.
like another like brand with accessories. I don't really know yet. I'm just testing out.
Right.
I'm not to the point where okay, I'm gonna go create another brand with this, that, whatever. I'm
Mhm.
testing the water right now. So but
Okay.
actually, from the future, I really think that we're gonna focus on sneakers and clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for
Gotcha.
sure.
Gotcha. So you're segueing into that.
Yeah.
And so just my last few questions that I had for you was what was the hardest custom you've ever done? Like you're so far of and that includes like sneakers. I don't know if masks were difficult or anything like well, which I think personally, me personally, I think masks are a lot easier to do than shoes because it's just the heat pressing. But,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah. Exactly.
so like what was the hardest thing custom you've ever done?
I'll say the bandanas, bro.
You said what?
The bandanas,
Really the band bro. Okay,
bro.
keep going,
They
keep going.
horrible.
Yeah, those are terrible.
Like, because like I didn't know how to make them first. So I was putting the tape, whatever. So I could have the outlines and everything, and it was fraying, bro. I
Yeah.
was like, that's terrible. But then somebody taught me like a little trick, so I was like,
Mhm.
that's blessed. But I still hate them. Then it's like I just
Yeah.
can't like,
I hate those, bro,
yeah,
because they never like I'm always so like here, I'm working on a pair of red bandanas right now on these.
yeah.
Like I cannot get it in the like it's really hard to get it perfect
I'll
to where
teach you.
you
I'll
have
teach you. That's super
yeah,
easy. Like I'm gonna show you tricks, and it'll be like, bro, I've
okay.
been wasting my time.
Yeah.
And
No, like I'm because I watched that off a YouTube video. Like that was a tutorial. I
yeah,
followed
that's
it. Yeah.
yeah, me too. Like from
Like
what's the guy?
Sneakerhead
Sneakerhead
in
in
the
the Bay.
Bay. That's the one.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that's the one I watched, bro. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be cake. Like this ain't nothing. Like,
Yeah.
and I did it. No, like it
But
did
the
not.
thing, the thing, like he has like thick bandanas, so they
Yeah,
don't fray around. So
yeah.
yeah,
That one's not it.
the bandanas, bro, worst one ever.
So what's your favorite custom?
Shit. I'd say the Dior's, because that's the one that made me blow up. I don't know if you've seen. I have like a blue Dior one, and
Hmm.
it's like this one, the blue and the red one. They made me
Right.
blow up. Like nobody ever seen that in my city. Like
Hmm.
when I came with like the fabric, the actual fabric,
Yeah.
everybody went crazy.
Right.
Like nobody's seen that before. So it was like, bro, that's different. So
Hmm.
that's what made me blow up. And to this day, it's my best seller. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I have like all the colors, like has personal pairs, and it's like I
Right.
don't know. It's the one that made me like blow up. So yeah,
Hmm. So do you have
definitely.
a custom that means the most to you? I know it sounds similar, but like for me, my favorite custom and my most meaningful custom are like like different. So it's like your very first custom you ever done, something that means a lot to you, or is there one that like just really stands out?
Not really, because like my the first custom I ever did, I'm not even making them anymore. So
Okay.
it's like I to the Dior. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. So let's do yours. Um,
yeah.
But yeah, man, no, that's honestly that's all the questions I have for you. And so actually on the podcast episode I did with Sandez, me and him were kind of just talking about like what other things we could talk about on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And he was suggesting that we should do an episode, like me, you, and him should do an episode on like how to
Yeah,
market your customs. Um,
yeah,
so
definitely.
yeah, I just wanted to see because I know you and him were friends. And
Yeah,
how y'all talked. I'm not really sure. Like I can't remember if he told me like how y'all became cool.
I don't
Um,
even know, bro.
yeah,
I
just
think it was cool with somebody like I'm cool with, and then
mhm,
he commented something on my post. And I was like, bro, he
yeah,
chill. So yeah,
yeah, and it's cool because a lot of times, like at least with like me wanting to start the podcast, a lot of times like people look at it as competition and not
it's not.
like
It's really
yeah, it's
not.
not at all. Like it's not, and that's what. And I was kind of saying it on the last episode. Like the world is big, man. The world's abundant, so
I
like
mean,
everybody
it's
eats. Like
it kind of is. It kind
yeah,
of is, but it's a friendly one because we don't
yeah,
even reach the same markets.
right,
Like my audience is not even the same as yours because I do it like in my city. So like
yeah,
our outreach is not the same. So it's
mhm,
competition because like okay, who's gonna like what are you gonna drop next? You know?
right,
But it's
mhm,
like it's cool. Me and Sundays we cool.
yeah,
I don't really see like this whole platform
right.
as competition.
And it's a
It's more
little
like
bit different because like with yours it's
yeah,
like designer, he also does like designer stuff, and then like
yeah,
mine's one of ones, so like there's different niches in the whole
yeah,
entire game.
exactly.
So
Yeah,
but yeah, I thought that was really cool that like y'all kind of networked on that. But yeah, so in the future, man, like I definitely want to probably, I don't know if you're available this week or next week or whatever it may be. um
yeah. Just drop a date. Just drop a date, and I'll make it work.
okay, sweet.
That's what's up.
But yeah, bro, like that's literally it. I appreciate you coming on, and
Yeah.
like I said, I should be able to finish editing it and everything, and get it to you by the end of the week for sure. So
That's cool. That's cool. No, no,
that's
no stress, bro. Like
mhm.
like you reached out. I was like, I think it's a cool idea. To be honest,
Yeah.
I've never seen a podcast like that. I've
Mhm.
seen podcasts on like Hypebeast, on are
Yeah.
we selling sneakers and everything, but on customs, like I feel, bro. If I think about custom, I don't know why I think about Drip Creations because they're like the
Right.
biggest one.
They're
But
big.
there's so many like
Mhm.
low key customizers that have been doing heat for years, and like
Right. And like I said,
I think a podcast can put them on.
I think so too. And like with Drip Creations, like I said, that's like a whole different. They don't even like. I don't know. They like do like heat transfer vinyl, a lot of heat transfer vinyl
Yeah.
designs. So it's like,
Actually, no. It's not heat transfer. It's another technique. It's like a big. It's a printer. They
yeah,
just.
it's
It's
like
like
a,
a big printer, and then they print on the shoe. The
yeah,
printer
it's
is
like
like
a,
40 bands.
yeah. It costs
It's like
really.
it's 40 bands. It's a Brother GT3 Series X. Like I
It's a,
looked it up online. That's 40
bro. Hold on,
bands,
hold on, hold on, hold on. You got to put what is that called? You got to put it in the chat.
bro. It's a Brother. It's a Brother printer, like Brother
Okay,
GT3 series.
okay. Well, I'm gonna write that down. I did not know that.
It's like a 40 bands, bro, printer. That it's like different. Like I don't know if you know Major Waves.
Yeah, I know Major Waves.
He got one too.
He does that too.
Yeah.
40 bands. So you said Brada GT.
Brother, like a brother
Oh,
sister.
brother.
Yeah, brother GT3 series.
Okay. Dang,
Yeah.
are you gonna get that?
Bro, I'm not doing customs like that. That's the thing. You know, I'm on with designers for now, but
Oh,
I
so
would look.
it's like a DTG printer, but it can do it
Yeah,
to
exactly,
shoes. Okay, and then
exactly.
they just sew it onto the shoe or something like they.
They print it. It's a
Okay,
printer, so you just put the shoes in the printer, bro. You press print or whatever, and then it prints on the shoes.
wow. How'd you know
So
they
it's
did
like
that?
ah, I can't tell the secrets, you
Okay,
know,
all right, my bad, my
but
bad.
but yeah, that's
Mhm.
crazy. It's 40 bands. I was looking to buy one, but I was like, yo, 40 bands, that's crazy. I don't know. The one I was looking for was like brand new. It was like 29 USD. So yeah, it might be lower from you
Okay,
because yours in
yes,
USD, mine is in Canadian though.
okay, yes, brother GT3.
Yeah,
Okay,
GP3 series.
mm. Yeah, that's dope
Yeah,
though. I didn't know that.
it's a big ass printer though.
Because
It's like it's huge.
I've seen those printers. I know they can print on the Vans. I didn't know they could print on the Air Force Ones though.
I mean, it's leather. It's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
it's like it's not paint. So that's the thing. It's not paint. So you can't just go and scratch it.
No, not at all.
It's forever. Yeah,
It's different. All right, man.
yeah.
Got you. But all right, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I'll send this to you at the end of the week.
I love,
All right, bro.
I love you. Take care.
See you, dog. All right, guys. I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Sebastian from LLETBI Customs. He's definitely doing some major things, especially in Canada. It was really cool just to get a new insight of what customizers are doing all over the world, and especially the pros and cons and hearing his story. Like that's something that's really, really dope. So shout out to him. Of course, like always, I'll leave all of his contact information below. And we'll hopefully see you guys next week.